Hi and welcome to JP Skateboard channel, and it's time for this year's first skate session in my local skate park. And I learned a new trick combo on the curb that really took me by surprise. But we get to that in just a moment. This was recorded in January or February, and it was my first session in the skate park. And it was freaking cold, which you probably can tell since I was suited up with my beanie and thick gloves. Just out of nowhere, I began practice half cab noselides, which was a bit easier than I thought. And I really do suck on regular noselides, but half cab worked better. Never really tried them before, but that became my mission. I gotta admit it was a bit scary at first. I was sure I would miss the ledge completely and just crash on the concrete, and I do had a few of those accidents. But I started off really slow, trying to lock it in and see how it feels. And the curb was pretty waxed from the beginning, so no wax was needed. Maybe it has something to do with the momentum, but it was a lot easier to lock it in than regular noselides. Just gotta focus on getting longer slides, so I took a little break from the curb and had a little bank session. Started with some fakie kickflips, and I was really craving for high fakie flips. So I tried to really pop it up and ended up landing a few sketchy ones. They weren't that high, but at least I landed it, so I'll take it. Next up is a real weird one, monkey flip to fakie. It was a long time since I tried it in a bank, and you get fatigued super quick. And your stance is very awkward, not to mention your face is pretty close to the board while it's flipping and you're bending down. And because of that, you're really close to get slapped in the face. But I ended up landing it with a toe drag of the year, and my arm was just aching after so many tries, so I settled with that one. And another trick that sparks joy is fakie pressure flips. It's hard to explain, but it has the same feeling when doing hard flips, and it never ceases to amaze me how you can get the board so high by only using your toes. But I had a little mini battle with it, and ended up landing one that was pretty tasty. So it was back to the curb mission, and see if I could slide a little bit longer. I really need to work on pushing the nose, or in this case the tail, onto the curb, and stop the board to hang down towards the ground. It looks awful, but it was a fun trick to try, and I will absolutely go back to this, and I hope I will get a better one. So thank you for joining me on this cold session. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and I see you in the next video.